Hello everybody and welcome to Celeritas. We are here for a somewhat unannounced, slightly unplanned pre-season match, pre-season race. We're going to go around Monza. We've got drivers from both our divisions ready here to get some practice in, and we're just testing out the race conditions. We're testing everything out. I've got an open party with different voices, and perhaps when they speak for the first time, they can just say who they are. My name's Webbo. I'm your commentator tonight, and we are getting going with short quali as usual. Lightning's with us, and we'll see who gets out first. It looks like Vapor Shadow is the first guy out on track. He's gone for the Mercedes tonight.
Definitely last minute plans. Maybe a bit too. If you know, oh, that you don't have. Just ask Ash. Ash has all the setups. It's been grinding. Yeah.
So welcome to anybody joining us on the chat. Introduce yourselves. Hey Vapor. He's managed to say good evening to us while heading out the pit, so that was nice and quick. And we'll do him the honour of watching his first lap on board. He's just going through Ascari at the moment. Wonder what that exit curve of Ascari is going to be like this year. Last year it was difficult enough for our drivers.
Yeah, it's very difficult. Taking too much curb just spins you around. And as I say that, they spin.
Well, here we are then riding with Vapor Shadow as he passes the pits. Be praying no one comes out of the pits ahead of him, and if he was, that was not successful. Thankfully he got out of the way, manages to get the car slowed down at about 80 metres there in through the first chicane, hogging the right hand side line. Braking hard. Looking pretty good at the moment, slightly loose, but certainly fine. Doesn't hook a tyre into Lesmo 1. See if he manages to do this. Yeah, still probably left a little bit of time off the apex of Lesmo 2 as well. But just this first safe banker. It'll be a 50% race to come. Taking fifth gear into Ascari. Riding those curves, a little bit dangerous, but he's doing okay. Just the Parabolica left to go. Very late down on the brakes. Fifth gear, rides the car right out onto the runoff. Doesn't invalidate, obviously knows the track limits fairly well here, and a 119.9 is Vapor Shadow's first time. Swiftly beaten by Sparks, who gets in with a 19.6. Times should be pretty close on this track. Trunder's about to cross the line, and also Imeno Weber, who I haven't seen before, one of our newbies. So Trunder is a 30.0 and Imeno Weber a 34.2, so lots of time to find from those guys. We've got the only Thomas. He's on a lap just heading through, I think that's the first chicane. No, the second chicane. Let's see if we've got anybody finishing up a lap. Looks like Lightning just on his way through. Lightning's chosen the Williams today with the static head-up display, blocked by the left and right hands every time you're going through a corner, and an invalidation from Lightning. The only Thomas just squirreling the car around slightly. It's got a bit of a Gulf helmet livery going on, which is pretty cool. We go into Parabolica. I think there's some time to find through Parabolica, but he's going to hug that right-hand line and goes fastest, 1:19.4. So the only Toma certainly got a nice early lap in there. We've got, I think, Snuff's on a lap. Debo's turn around on the outside of, I think that might be, that's the edge of Ascari, so warning any drivers listening in. On the exit of Ascari, that looked a bit hairy. Lightning's heading for a new lap. Snuff wipes out the DHL board on the exit of Ascari, really lost it there big time. I wonder if he'll go through and see what lap he can get, or dive into the pits and stay with him and see. Waits has gone for a 1:21.7, and Carrera at 21.5 for the first times, but both on medium tyres, so going for a better strategy perhaps. The Snarf goes P4 despite that major moment, and risking some damage there. Sparks is out, correct. Maybe he's decided that's as fast as he can go through quali and he needs a comfort break. Imeno has overdone Ascari, so he won't be going any faster there. What about Trunders? Trunders coming through Parabolica now.
Whoa! Apologies, there's a tyre in the middle of the road out of Ascari.
And Trunders 1:20.2. Lightning goes 1:19.8 in P3. You'll be happy with that. Senna's here watching. Senna, why aren't you joining us? Good to have you with us, at least in one way or another. We've got Immortal just starting a lap. Again, I don't know Immortal. I think he's a newbie. Or a reserve driver, maybe. I don't remember drawing him. The track skid marks are pretty awful down into the first chicane. It definitely looks very, very ugly. Senna, no, I don't want you to join mid-quali, but try and time it if you can. But no, more like why are you watching the YouTube and not driving with us tonight? That's more my question. Waits is gone. I don't think that's deliberate. Doesn't seem like the kind of time you'd retire on. Someone waiting on the exit of Lesmo 2 as well there, unhelpfully. You see Immortal keeping his foot planted down.
The braking into turn one's very, not very stable. Car just hasn't braking time, especially on the mediums.
Excellent. So Senna is entertaining tonight, it seems. That's why he can't race with us. Immortal goes P4, 19.8.
I forgot to put the correct audio settings, so you couldn't hear me before.
Excellent.
Sorry.
That's a very common error to make.
Especially from me.
Only AC Immortal out at the moment. Well, if you keep changing it, you're going to forget one day. Debo's on a quick lap though now. Hasn't managed to put one in yet without invalidating. Debo driving the Red Bull. Somewhat distracting with all the sponsor names everywhere. Got a yellow flag in sector 2. Very nice through Lesmo 2 from Debo. Really got the car hooked up. He's going for a cheeky slipstream as he overtakes a slow car. I don't think he got much out of that one, but he did get a purple mini sector. Through Ascari, leaving plenty of room. This is definitely a safe banker. Wasn't abusing the exit curbs too much. Down into Parabolica. really got the car turning nicely. I wonder if he's sacrificed a little bit of top speed to get that that turn in. And a pole position for Debo, 119.2. So the time's really closing down now. Top 6 are within 0.7 of a second of each other, and all under the 1:20 mark. Only Thomas is back out again to attack Debo's pole time, and Thomas is in the Ferrari tonight. Evening to Waitsy. What happened to you? Why did you retire on a 1:21.7, Waitsy? What's going on? If it was for choice of tyres, I think you were going to have that anyway with that time. We did not, Senna, notice that P2 and P3 got the set the exact same time. It's the second time I've seen that just this season. So that's, I don't know, I find that a little bit suspicious when when the game does something like that, when you get identical times. It doesn't happen that often in real life. Anyway, Thomas on the back straight.
And this is Jerez 1997.
Yeah. I think it's happened once since then, but it's really not very common, is it? Thomas goes pole, just drops the needle by a few hundredths there to get pole position, swiftly beaten by Snarf, who goes 1:19.153. Will we see a sub 1:19 tonight? That's the question. What about you, Carrera? Are you going to do a 1:18? Not on the grass, you won't. Sorry.
Yeah, losing.
Happened to join you just at that moment.
Yeah, I've been doing more high fuel runs just to get a bit more up to speed with the Grand Prix pace. So I was supposed to do another lap right now, but I'll do it as another out lap and then do a final lap and then box with a brand new set of softs, no fuel runs.
So Waits, he said he hasn't been on F1 for 2 weeks, so he went out just to do some practice, so to try a warm-up, which is the exact opposite approach that Carrera's taking, which is to get as much running as possible in this qualifying session with different conditions. And Sam, hey to Sam with the Aston Martin badge on YouTube. This is just a pre-season multi-division race, and even then apparently we could only summon 13 drivers, which is a little bit embarrassing, but it is a non-regular Celeritas night, so people do have other commitments. If we made it a Saturday night, maybe we could get a little bit better. But generally speaking, our drivers only really care about season races. It seems to me, anyway.
Sadly.
Senna, no worries. We're only ribbing you. Glad to have you join on the YouTube chat anyway. Carrera's attacking the track. Let's have a look at his sector time. Nice purple mini sector from Carrera, but that all went wrong in Ascari. He could potentially still get a lap time out of it, but he's bailed, I think. Just back to warming up the tyres. Senna. Sam says that Snarf should be nailed on for the win. Well, it's tight at the top, for sure. So I'm sure that Debo and Thomas are going to have something to say about that. Trunders is invalidated, so pushing hard now. Needs to get slightly better banker lap in, really. It's not time to push too hard. And Immortal's back out, going purple in the first sector, so we'll stay with him. A little wide on the exit of the chicane, maybe carried a little bit too much speed in. Not worrying the inside curve at Lesmo, but maybe that's his setup, how he likes to drive. So always a question of how hard do you push when it comes to these quali laps. That's a purple middle as well. He should be on for pole here if you can hook up Ascari and Parabolica. Again, not pushing the exit curbs too hard. And Snaff said he's here to try his best. He's retired, so he's not going for another lap. As we head towards the line. And there's a pole position for AC Immortal, and we do get under the 1 minute 19s, an 18.816 for AC Immortal. Great lap. I wonder if Snaff is regretting not being out there for one last lap now, or is he just giving the rest of the field a chance? There's no Lightning's going a little bit quicker. Two tenths will get you up ahead of Sparks here, Lightning.
Yeah, this is an in lap. I run out of fuel.
Okay. When I cut to you, it gave me a positive first delta, so that's why I thought you were on. So yeah, Snaff crashed and knocked a tyre off. So it wasn't a deliberate retirement. Good information, good to know. Trunders heading for the line now. Trunders makes it one place and just deposes Jamie down to 10th, with Trunders in 9th place. Jamie is driving, I think, the Haas tonight, so that's interesting.
I'd just like to ask, who crashed in the pit lane? Because there's a tyre out there in the entry.
That'd be it'd be good if they'd let us know who crashed in the pit lane. That's
I can't see a tyre.
Is it pit entry or is it mid? Some further down. Well, it would be in the pits, would it?
So.
Oh, it's not. It's not on Lightning's screen apparently. Sparks. Sender says Sparks crashed on the pit lane. Debo's pushing now.
I think the reason that Jamie crashed is because he was eating his burger on the straight and dropped his controller.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
Purple middle sector for Debo, and around he goes in Ascari. Crashes into rear of the car. A little reset to track there. Sadly, we caught that on screen, but probably got some diffuser damage at least. Rear wing looks okay. Are we using standard damage setup?
Yes.
Okay, so wouldn't be any visible rear damage. And into the pits we go. Thomas back out from P3. It's very, very close between Snaff and Thomas, and he's already under his delta, so this one looking promising so far as he heads out of Lesmo 2. Purple middle sector looking good. Very carefully through the mid and end of Ascari, and we head down for the line. Not worrying the apex too much at Parabolica, and not hanging the car out where it's high grip on the exit either, to get minimum distance travelled. Goes up to P2 and dips under the 119s, an 18.940, and it's the last times coming in. It's AC Immortal from Thomas in second place, and all Ferrari front row. Very nice indeed. In Monza, they do get an extra couple of tenths boost around Monza anyway. Carrera though, what can Carrera do from P8? Needs a big chunk of time through this final lap. Maybe had a couple of attempts to get into Ascari, and a little wiggle on the way out. The driver's still really learning the limits of grip, and around goes Carrera on the exit. I didn't see, Carrera, whether you were on for a better time in that lap or you were pushing to try and get a bit better. But sadly that one fell away.
Yeah, it was well under the time. Took the second curb, second chicane, and I completely went up in the air. So was 7/10 down, but as well, I might as well try everything
Yeah.
to find where I can gain grip for the race. So, but obviously too much wheel spin, so it didn't work out. But
Well, that was qualifying. We have Immortal and Thomas, a full Ferrari front row in Monza. We've got Snarf for the Mercedes in P3 with Debo for Red Bull in P4. All Williams, third row of Sparks and Lightning, Vapor Shadow in the second Mercedes in P7. We've got Carrera in the second Red Bull in P8. Then an Alpine of Trunders, a Haas of Jamie, an AlphaTauri of Imeno Weber will have first choice of new tyres, with Waitsy in the Alpine and Temp being the final starter with no time set, unfortunately for him. So Aston Martin starting from the back from P13. Where can he finish this race?
Apparently there was an incident with Imeno Weber and Jamie.
Uh-huh.
I don't think Weber is very happy.
Right.
I can tell you, I ain't very happy with my time either.
Okay.
A few clouds are going to hover over this first part of the race, and it'll be sunny, and then a few clouds towards the end.
Good stuff. But a dry race in Monza then. Thank you for the weather forecast.
And the Ferrari won too.
Yes, indeed.
When will that happen in real life?
Hopefully soon. Sad times.
And the Williams 5.6, which is even more impressive.
Kovalivan wants to participate, but I think you're a bit late, mate, unfortunately.
He joined.
Oh, has he? Oh, excellent. The P14. Brilliant stuff. Good to have him in then. It's a very basic helmet for AC Immortal. Just plain white, I think. And we have got a McLaren on the grid with Kovalivan. And here is Temp in the Aston. Hopefully everyone's just going to give each other a bit of space on this formation lap. There's really no point pushing too hard. Soft to medium, soft to hard. Around lap 11 to 14, the predicted strategy. Let's see if we do end up with a one stop for the drivers. And as usual, all the drivers outside the top 10 will be starting on mediums. Well, hopefully we've got enough drivers in the chat that they can contribute, or especially during cautions, or if they DNF. I'm sure they won't DNF though.
I think there's going to be two DNFs.
Okay, I think there'll be more than that with the drivers we've got on here.
I reckon Jamie's going to eat his burger on the straight and forget to brake. Take me out. Yeah, that's a prediction.
Interesting. Okay. So our grid is almost formed. We've got the Ferraris at the front. Who will get the first penalty? I wonder. We're ready to go very shortly. It's lights out and go, go, go at Celeritas Ferrari's away well in formation, but the Mercedes of Snarf is coming up the outside. We've got a Red Bull coming down the inside of Debo. A T-bone into one of the pole-sitting Ferraris. It's complete carnage at the front of the grid. Everybody wiped out. A 5-second penalty for Debo immediately. Snarf's at the back. We're riding currently with Sparks, who was turned completely around, and it looks like Lightning has got the lead from nowhere. So great start from Lightning, avoiding all of that trouble, just managing to get the ghosting on in time, I think. Vapor Shadows in second place with Trunders behind him, and Waitsy with him as well. They're racing as teammates tonight, I think. Ferrari's right down in P8 and P11 from the front row of the grid, thanks to Debo turning everybody around, it seemed, unless he got some sort of brake issue. Heading down into Ascari. Looks like Jamie's on the hunt here, tucked up behind Temp. See if he can't launch a move into Parabolica. He's waiting his time. Going right round the outside in the runoff and hooks straight into that slipstream. Looks like Imeno Weber has gone into ghost mode, and Jamie doesn't manage to get by the Aston Martin of Temp, who's gone from the back to P4. Koval Ivan has gone up to P6 now. Maybe not, depending on the move around of the grid. It suddenly puts Jamie in the front. But Koval Ivan defending from the Ferrari and does a Sebastian Vettel and turns around from the inside of that first chicane. Just mounted the curb too aggressively, and Ivan down now to P11. Thomas, I don't know quite how, but has picked up a penalty, so he's the first penalty driver, but it looked like he was an innocent party in all of that. Got a 6-second penalty already. Maybe he's driving with the red mist down. Meanwhile, Debo got past Lightning, it looks like. No, he didn't, sorry. Lightning is still in front with Vapor Shadow tucked behind him. This will be a defence down into turn 1, I think, as we'll get DRS very shortly. Lightning just staying on the racing line, not feeling a threat from the car behind right now.
I've got quite low wing.
Okay, so Lightning with good top speed, but he's going to struggle under braking as a result. Vapor just playing around in the mirrors. We do have a Williams at the lead of our race right now, which is very nice to see. Our man FedEx has joined us on chat, otherwise known as R08 Racing. But he won't be joining us for this season of Celeritas because he's headed off to PC World. Vapor has caught that penalty, as Lightning mentioned, but he's not going to leave Lightning alone here. You can even hear Lightning's gear changes in the background on his mic. No problem. Vapor now with 6 seconds of penalties.
I think that's a glitch. When you get one warning, you get a penalty.
I have heard that in a previous race, actually. SC.
Oh, no.
Little bump and run there from Vapor, but an SC coming out. Let's not do a Lankavas.
Vapor's out, what?
Vapor is out of the race, yeah. Did he just have a disconnect, perhaps?
He tapped the back of me because I was 1 second.
Whoa!
Negative on
The AI. The AI of Vapor just turned in. I didn't know he was going to ghost. He wasn't ghosted, but I just went through him, nearly taking me out there.
Senna says Vapor retired mid-track, but it could just simply be a disconnection, Senna. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt. unlike him to do that. So
he's my teammate, so just two. And I had to slow down because my delta is negative a second.
well, we go to a safety car. I don't know if any of the drivers who were invited to the party. It looks like Thomas has decided to go in the pits. But while we're under safety car, what have we not caught on stream or talked about?
Yeah, there was an interesting battle. Me and Iron Weber and AC Immortal, we were coming out side by side, and we were about to overtake Iron Weber, but then as soon as that overtake was about to happen, the safety car came out, which is a bit annoying.
Yeah. Lightning, the safety car is waiting for you after the first chicane, so as I say, don't do a Lankavas from season 1. Waitsy's managed to get himself promoted up to P2 through all of that, driving a very typical Waitsy race. I guess someone was just pitting. Was that Carrera? Yeah, Carrera's just pitted. Just heard Jeff. So 4 laps into the race, and Lightning has the lead. We're the only soft runner yet to pit. What was the choice behind that one, Lightning?
I didn't want to be caught up trying to overtake cars.
So chosen track position over quick pit stop.
Most cars last season.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
So Snuff saying he got hit by Thomas, and that pushed him into the other Ferrari. But I think what I saw was a completely different accident with Debo hitting one of the Ferraris as well. Though I didn't see the beginning of that accident, so whether he got hit by someone else, very difficult to say at this stage. But we will proceed with this safety car. Some of the drivers are a long way back from the lead. 40 plus seconds back from the lead. Jamie, Debo and Thomas from pit stops.
Yeah, I went to the hards. I wanted to go onto the mediums. Mediums you should pit around lap 10, but I thought it would have been too much of a stretch, so I think the hards are more reasonable choice.
Yeah,
but,
well, you've only got
my
Trundlers ahead of you
me-
on hards, so yeah.
Yeah, my opponent behind actually went on the medium, so I think he's going to go 2-stopper. So it's going to be interesting. But,
yeah, definitely. We go again for another lap under safety car. I bet Waitsy could probably join us while he's on the safety car. He could come and go and join the party, couldn't he? So Kovalainen's had a good race so far. He's up 9 places, but Waitsy and Temp are up 10 each. They've obviously benefited from other people's pit stops and accidents, but it's not time for them to pit yet. They're on those medium tyres, so there'll be a little while yet. Hoping to get just a single one-stop strategy working and put the softs on at the end and get aggressive. Car's just weaving around. Try not to go too wide anywhere, because it's very, very easy to crash into each other. Keep your movements predictable if possible.
Yeah, an update on tyres. Both right tyres are impossible to warm up, especially on the hards. The front left and front and right and left rear, sorry, are very easy to warm up, but the rights are very difficult.
Excellent. It looks like Waitsy's turned round under the safety car. Waitsy tripping over somebody, I think, on the way out of Ascari as we're about to restart. So we lose Waitsy from the race at the front there. He's still in P10. I guess he's turned back round again, but Lightning now needs to decide when to go. He's got Temp right up behind him. Temp's got a penalty for hitting Lightning, despite them ghosting.
Oh my word, a disaster.
Imeno Webb coming up in P3. We've got a 3 wide situation further down. Carrera, Kovalainen and Trunders down into the first chicane. Kovalainen trying to hang with Carrera, but Carrera will have better traction out of there despite those hard tyres, and he's also going for an overtake on Imeno for 3rd place. Lightning's away well. Temp kind of launched it, and Carrera's trying to get the car stopped on the grass, half on the grass, and that's not going to work out. Rides the curb down to 8th. Not a great situation now. I don't think he was left enough racing room from the Aston. Or was it? It was the AlphaTauri, wasn't it?
Yeah, I decided to go on the outside, but I had the front right and rear right dipped in the grass, so it made it impossible to stop.
Oh, plenty of laps to go. We're only on lap 7 of 27. So even with my math skills, I can work out that there's 20 laps still to go. Current order is Lightning ahead of Temp, and Lightning got away really well on those soft tyres, and is stretching that lead at the moment. He's gapped Temp by enough to escape the DRS, and will hope to stretch the field out now in advance of his first pit stop. Lap 12, 13 potentially for Lightning, maybe a little bit more after the safety car helped him out. But how much field spread can he get? Temp and Kovalainen. Kovalainen now just overtaking the AlphaTauri of Imeno Weber, who comes back at him.
Oh my
Kovalainen trying to stay with him on the inside. This has gone wrong for him once already tonight, but safely through, but he did lose the place. A hairy moment for you, Lightning, there, was it?
Yeah, the inside curve of the second chicane. Launch.
I'm getting praise of my math skills from Senna. Thank you very much. Not often people say good things about my maths, so I'll take that while I can get it. Kovalainen trying to hang here with Imeno, and how was Waitsy back up to P5? The racecraft, sometimes he's absolutely incredible at picking through the trouble of other people. It's amazing. Senna asked about Immortal. Immortal got hit on the first corner along with his Ferrari teammate. So they're on a recovery drive in front of the home fans. Got some close racing further down the grid as Trunders is getting very close. That awfully ugly engine box of the Alpine.
Nice car on board though.
I'll take your word for it. I don't think I've driven it yet. We barrel down into the first chicane, all about 4, 5, 6 tenths away from each other. Thomas getting racy on. He's finally got those hard tyres up to temperature, and he's trying an overtake through the Lesmos, which is somewhat adventurous, definitely unconventional, but he's got the outside on the way into Ascari. He's got DRS, and he gets the car past the Alpine of Waitsy, who is now probably struggling a little bit with those tyres that they're only 8 lap old, but they have done a spin turn at least for him. So Lightning leads by a second. It's just dropped down slightly from Temp. It was 1.3 at the start of the last lap. It's now 1.1. We've got Imeno tight behind. What about Waitsy? What can Waitsy do with this Ferrari in front of him? He's very, very close. Will he launch one? No, he won't. He's going to wait his time. Hope someone makes a mistake. Although he did make a mistake himself with a little sideways moment through turn 1. Maybe slightly too much entry curb. Temp has got now within a second of Lightning. Let's head up to the front and have a look at these guys. Lightning's tyres are now 9 laps old. But Imeno Weber in the AlphaTauri is very, very close. He also has an Alpine behind him. He's got between these Alpines now. He looks to be on the attack with Waitsy. Goes down the inside into Ascari. That should be quite easy with that overspeed. It is. The Alpines come crazily close to touching, and Waitsy is really struggling here. I think Waitsy needs to head into the pits. It looks like these tyres are cooked. I know it's not ideal, but it's got to be better to get a new set of boots on this car. Senna's asking Lightning what his strategy is. Waitsy doesn't pit, stays behind Imeno, so he'll get the benefit of DRS. Takes to the outside and gets past him before the braking zone. Had some great overspeed. And we live to fight another day with Waitsy heading. He's going to try and put a gap on Imeno, but that's going to be a struggle as Temp, and we've got Kovalainen trading places with Toma again. Kovalainen, that first chicane is really problematic for Kovalainen tonight, but Temp is now within 4/10 of Lightning. Starting to weave on the straight. Lightning just driving his line. He's going to make Temp work hard for this one, I think. Let's have a look at grip levels for Lightning on the way into Parabolica. How can he... He's still getting good turning. Looks like a pit stop. It is a pit stop for Lightning, as Temp tries to get every inch of that slipstream he can before he commits to the pit lane. So Lightning in the pits now from those soft tyres. Medium tyres due for him. Waitsy though going past Imeno. Again, no, blocking from Imeno. He's got the inside line, so Imeno's going to struggle to get around him there. But the queue forming up behind Waitsy now with a yellow flag in sector 1. I think that was just people going slightly wide in turn 1 and 2. Trunders, Waitsy's teammate for tonight. Trunders just trying to live with it all. Waitsy all over the place through the second part of the second chicane, and Imeno gets under him, gets past him. His teammate's getting past him on the outside of Lesmo 1, and he starts to block Debo. Waitsy gives the place up to Trunders, but we'll hope to not give up any more places. Waitsy almost pushing Trunders down the back straight. Going for the inside line. A dive bomb into Ascari, gives up a penalty for hugging the entry curb too much. And that was too adventurous from Waitsy. Triggers a yellow flag. Debo gets past both Alpines, and that really didn't work out for the French team at all. Will we have pit stops? Yes, Temp will pit on the beginning of lap 12. Temp will pit. I guess he's going to go for hards here, or will he try and get softs to the end? That's a long way for some soft tyres to run for Temp. Temp's out. Temp has retired from the race. It wasn't a pit stop, it was a retirement. I don't know what happened to him. Maybe he'll let us know, or someone else on the stream will let us know what happened. But that means on lap 13 that Toma inherits the lead.
I was currently on board with Temp. I think he locked up, and then he just completely went too fast into the corner, and then went on the gravel, and then, well, it's reached the point of no return. Okay.
Wow. Thank you for that, Carrera. What happened to you as well, Carrera?
I lost the rear out of the Lesmo. Following, it was a battle between MFC Trunders and I think it was the Red Bull. My teammate, I think. But yeah, there was battling, and then just dropped on the rear. It was very weird because it wasn't that I had low grip on the hards, it just went. And so it went into the wall, unfortunately.
Well, we have a tight battle left for 3rd, 4th, 5th at the moment. Debo currently has that 3rd place from Waitsy and Trunders. Anybody in the pits? Yes, Imeno goes into the pits. So Waitsy and Trunders will continue the battle for that 3rd place. second place actually. Debo, Waitsy looking at the inside of Debo. It's going to struggle to get the car stopped though. 13 lap old mediums for Waitsy, same as Kovaliven's setup. So they're on a very similar strategy. Waitsy's got track position there in P3, and be relieved to not have someone breathing down his neck for a few laps. It's been dramatic and very heavy mirror work kind of early part of this race for Waitsy. We're almost at halfway point with Thomas in the lead in the Ferrari after starting on the front row, being right down at P8 at one stage, and he's back up to P1 on hard tyres, and is, I think, pitted to the end. He's going to have to just treat these hard tyres a little bit carefully, and around he goes. Round goes Debo, loses the car in coming through Ascari, couldn't rescue it, and there goes the wheel. He'll be out of the race. So another issue, another safety car as well with so I imagine this is going to trigger Waitsy straight into that pit lane. It looks like Tom has gone in as well, so he might well be looking for what, soft tyres at this stage? No, mediums. He's gone for mediums. Waitsy will be, he's gone for softs, so he's going to try and do a 12 lap run on softs. His teammate behind him is coming in as well, going on the soft tyres. Will this be everybody? Kovalainen on mediums. I think that might be the safer strategy at this point in the race. I think the mediums might do better. What about you, Carrera? What would your strategic call be here as Lightning re-inherits the lead? I think Carrera might have gone.
Carrera, yeah. I don't know where he is.
Apologies, my microphone was muted, so... at this point I would go on the mediums, because the plan was actually to go on mediums on lap 10 to 11, so as well, having a safety car, it's the perfect time for mediums.
And any chance of these softs getting to the end?
Oh no, actually when I say no, firstly they've got 2 laps of safety car, so that's going to help, and as well they're on lower fuel now and they haven't been worn through formation laps and quali laps, so they can get them to the end, but it's going to be like that scenario back in LBF1 on Monday where the...
Don't mention other streams on the stream.
But yeah, the tyres are just going to drop off towards the end, and then the medium runners and the hards will start to come back into it.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely right. I mean, Emeno's put hards on. I wonder if he only had those available to him.
Yeah, the hards will definitely get to the end, but the question is, you just need to maximise them.
Yeah, getting them warmed up is going to be difficult.
Lap after lap. Yeah, especially when everyone around him, I believe. Yeah, everyone around him's on fresh new mediums or soft, so he's going to get a bit of a chance.
Yeah, he's going to be mullered into the first quarter as well, isn't he? Unless he can time his restart perfectly, that's going to be difficult. He is weaving to the point where he almost went back into the pit lane accidentally, I think, there. But his tyres have done an extra lap. It looks like this strategy has really come to Lightning.
Not really. I mean, I've got 2 laps older tyres than Thomas, who was on pole.
I think you should, yeah, but you should still get them to the end easily. But you're just going to have to defend them.
I'll get them to the end, but they won't be able to.
Yeah.
Hey, it might just be you finishing this race, Lightning, at this rate.
At this rate. Yeah.
We've lost half our drivers and it's halfway through the race. I tell you, that Marshall gets everywhere and he always gets on camera, doesn't he? Same Marshall.
It's the Red Bull curse out Italy again. Italy is horrible for Red Bull. Shame.
So
but I'm glad I'm not going to be in the Red Bull when it comes to Monza for round 2.
Penalty situation, Lightning, is that Thomas has got 6 seconds and Waitsy 3. So you've got a nice cushion there.
I think
Imeno has got no penalties, same as you, and Immortal, and then Kovaliven 6, Trunda's 5-second penalty. So Trunda's presumably missed the pit entry. Might do well to have a slightly smoother restart this time, Lightning.
Yeah, perfectly. Sorry about that.
So it'll be. This is going to be a. Everyone's pitted to the end. Be a just a 25% race to the end now. Slightly less. 10% tyres, did you say?
Yeah. And then behind me, probably about 2.
And this would also be a good time for Waitsy to be going for fastest lap as well. Lightning's waiting, and he goes at the moment where Thomas had just got out of the throttle. Very, very clever. Waitsy will be on the attack now for Thomas. Looks to the inside. I don't think he's got enough speed differential. Looks like Kovalainen has lost a couple of places potentially there in the restart. But so far, so good. Everybody through safely. We haven't lost another driver at least. So Imeno in 4th place is on those hard tyres. He can push the whole of the rest of the race. As this pack of drivers behind Thomas and Waitsy really tripping over each other. Waitsy now up to P2. So on those soft tyres, we'll be looking to try and get past Lightning as early as he can, and then defend to the end. But Lightning's only got to hold him off for 2 or 3 laps before the difference. Oh no, we've lost more drivers. Off goes Imeno and Trunders, trying to enter the Ascari turn. Really big, turned around. I think Kovalainen either got caught in it or had to brake significantly to avoid it. So we now have 5 runners left and another 2 laps of the safety car. Who chose this track tonight, by the way?
Me.
So Waitsy in the pits, Thomas in the pits. That'll give Lightning a moment to breathe, but he has missed an opportunity to pit again. Lightning.
I didn't know they were going to pit.
Okay. So everyone's pitted for softs now, Lightning, and you will be the only medium runner to the end. But it's last man standing match. It seems.
There is a curse with us going to Italy.
Yeah.
So many drivers don't make it out.
No, indeed.
Especially me.
Practice isn't improving things either, is it?
Nah, but I think, of course, we just got this is pre-season race, so we're just learning the limits as well, even more. So I don't think we're going to see that many retirements in the season, but yeah, it's just about learning where the limits of the car are. So it's better it happens now than in the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
My legs are getting cramped already.
Well, you can afford to stretch them for a lap now.
I'll use my left foot to accelerate.
Not got enough seat time so far. Got plenty of ERS on board though, fully charged.
Yeah, it was like half a lap of no safety car. I've got 2.5 laps of fuel. So heavy.
Like over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait. AC Mortal wants to overtake me.
The question is Lightning going to pit for the softs? Hey, you'll get a tyre advantage though.
I think I'm very big car advantage.
Yeah, but would you rather stay on the mediums, find that whole mediums? No,
In he goes. In he goes. Now it's going to be tricky to catch the back of the field, but decided that soft tyres are preferable to track position. Let's hope Lightning can get back round though in time to catch the back of the safety car Snake.
And if he does, he's got, I believe, 3 drivers have all got penalties, so except for AC Mortal. So
I'm one warning
I
off
think.
penalty though.
Well, don't get a penalty then. You don't get another warning.
Drive
and
fast.
you'll be fine.
Catch the safety car line. Don't trigger a track limit abuse warning and pass all the rest of the drivers on the grid. Simple.
And also survive.
Simple job.
That easy. Hopefully I'll have nice warmer tyres.
You will definitely have warm tyres after this run round to catch the safety car.
I'm going to slow down. I mean, it's 12 seconds. I can catch that up really quickly.
Have you got a delta to race to though as well?
No.
Okay.
And I have 1% warm tyres.
Yeah.
I crashed on this set qualifying, so they're quite new. I only did half an hour lap.
Drivers are on the back straight, having gone through Lesmos under the old track. Lights are still on the safety car at the moment. Immortal will be on the oldest tyres on the grid, with just defending the first position. We do still have both Ferraris in this race, despite that first corner incident. And yeah, they'll obviously be hoping to.
One more safety car lap.
It looks that way.
Maybe because I didn't join the back of the pack.
Oh, I thought that the safety car was red. The Mercedes painted the safety car red. It's coming in. I'll save that thought for another day. Field condenses. Lightning's nowhere to be seen, but Immortal is slowing everybody down. Waitsy up to P2 on the attack, with Tom out behind as well. Lightning's right there now, hoping everything goes wrong into turn 1 for these drivers. AC Immortal got turn 1 wrong big time. Waitsy going around the outside. AC Immortal seems to have some pretty bad connection. Waitsy's going to need to be treating him very, very carefully. Can't get around the outside there. Will try and get it done under braking, but decides that it's better to wait. Lightning just a watching brief now. We've got 7 laps to run these softs to the end. You've got to think that Immortal's going to hold everybody up in a lap or two's time. It's not an easy job he's got in front of him, as maybe his teammate's going to do him a favour by attacking Waitsy. People treating Ascari very gently, because it's been the scene of nearly all the accidents tonight.
Oh no!
Oh, and Lightning gets a penalty on the edge of Ascari. Just lost some aero following behind Kovalainen, so he's just made his job a little bit harder. Penalty situation. Sorry, fastest lap is with AC Immortal currently, and well, I don't need to look at the gaps because we can see them directly. Thomas tucked up behind the Alpine, Lightning behind the McLaren. No one makes a move, but AC Immortal again really slow out of turn 1. Wonder what's going on with him there. Waitsy just risking banging wheels with him as he gets down the inside. His teammate touches the back of AC Immortal going into the chicane, not expecting him to be quite that slow. Looks like AC Immortal's tyres are really dying off as Lightning gets by Kovalainen into Lesmo 1, but gets Lesmo 2 kind of wrong. Does that bring Kovalainen back to him? Not quite. The Ferraris are joined together now. Well, Lightning's got job number 1 done, and he's not far away from the lead from AC Immortal, who's lost the lead to Waitsy. Gets back up the inside. Beautiful camera option there as they go 3 wide through Parabolica. Waitsy run right round the outside on the grass slightly, loses out. Lightning now up to P3. He's going to have a tremendous run down into turn 1. Double toe, no DRS, gets down the inside of the first Ferrari. Oh, has to get out of it slightly. Now Waitsy on the attack again. Lightning, job 2 has been done. Up to P3 now. AC Immortal still no penalty for him. But there's a lot of the race to run on older tyres, and he's trying to hang with cars with younger tyres at the moment. He's still got that fastest lap by a significant margin, but with the amount of slipstreaming going on, I think the fastest lap will be under threat towards the end. No, in fact, AC Immortal doesn't even wear a helmet, so he's just driving with a balaclava glitch. Fantastic. I hope he gets on the podium, because I've seen a headless podium on some social feeds. That would be good to see. Calms down a bit slightly as Kovalainen now closest to making an attack on Lightning. I think they're going to get DRSs to go through the next timing beam down into Parabolic. A very different line from Lightning. I don't think that's faster than Kovalainen's line. Kovalainen's got a great run. Lightning makes him go around the outside, but he's going to get well past before the braking zone. AC Immortal looking on his teammate as well. The Ferrari's not working together brilliantly. Looks like they're holding the rest of the field up. Lightning's got a good chance at this one, and I'm not sure what's happened to Waits' pace.
Have he got damage?
Mm-hmm.
Banging wheel.
I'll try and take a look at him in a minute. Everyone taking a large chunk of entry apex curb into the second chicane there and getting away with it. Thomas has got the fastest lap now, 21.2, as Lightning is in 4th place, Kovalainen in 3rd, Immortal in 2nd, and Thomas in 1st place. We've got 5 runners left of 14 starters. Another penalty for Waitsy. It's all going wrong for Waitsy at this stage of the race. Can't see any visible damage, but it's not to say there isn't any. Kovalainen then getting a nice run through Parabolica, but I think he lost a bit of aero. A new fastest lap from AC Immortal, a new fastest lap from Waitsy, but that shouldn't really count if he just got triggered a penalty. AC Immortal gets past his teammate at the front. A new leader on lap 24 is AC Immortal, as Thomas on the defensive, struggling to get out of turn 2. Should hand the impetus over to Kovalainen. Has Lightning's pace dropped off now, or is he consolidating the battery? He's got about similar amount of ERS to Kovalainen, but the Ferraris have spent quite a bit more. Just as I say that, Lightning's closing back up again. Getting a great run through the Lesmos for Lightning. Should get an overlap of Kovalainen heading into Ascari. Can he get it done on braking? Yes, he can. Beautiful move. That work was all done in the Lesmos. Careful on exit of Ascari there, Lightning. That will look pretty close to track limits again. Ferraris are trading places. Thomas tucked right behind Immortal. The crowd would be half enjoying this, half hating it in Monza. A new fastest lap for Immortal, 20.8. Cuts to the inside. Thomas gets the lead just as his teammate gets fastest lap. They're slowing each other down slightly. Let's see if Lightning can catch these Ferraris now. He's gapped Kovalainen.
I need 18 more.
True. Just catch another penalty, but they're playing very nicely with each other at the moment, these Ferraris. Did Kovalainen just made a mistake? He has. He's turned around. It's all gone wrong for Kovalainen. So Waits, he'll be laughing in his seat there, because that's a position gifted him. Looks like we're down to 3 at the lead now. The only cars next to each other. We've got 2 complete laps to run. It's now or never for the drivers. I think it's just going to be a matter of who's got what weaponry on the final lap. AC Immortal going across the line. Is it a new fastest lap? It's not, but he's got some brilliant top speed here down the straight. His teammate forces him to the outside. This is going to slow both of them down and be exactly what Lightning wants to see. Get on the power nicely through there. Hopefully everybody's cheering Lightning on as they watch this, having given up the lead and gone for the brave strategic move. Of course, everyone wants to see a Williams win the race as well, unless you're Italian. Not brilliant through Lesmo 1 for Immortal, so I think those tyres might be dying. I think you've got to get past him pretty quickly, Lightning.
I'm trying. Wait for this mistake.
Concentrate on your race. But yes, waits his draw back again, though not as far as Kovalainen. Just for information, AC Immortal on 25%, 20% for Thomas. And we're heading towards the final lap. This is going to be a grandstand photo finish. These drivers, let's hope they can end it cleanly. AC Immortal then to the outside. Significantly less drag without a helmet on. Takes the lead on the final lap. So AC Immortal with the fastest lap and the lead right now. But I don't know if Lightning has got any answer for these Ferraris at the moment. They're just cooperating sufficiently. Senna's cheering you on in the chat, Lightning. He is behind you. Big entry apex cheat there from Immortal. He gets the lead back. I wonder if he picked up a deliberate warning for that. I don't know if Carrera can see if Immortal's on any warnings yet, but that looked like it was very abusing track
I'm checking
limits.
it now, actually, currently.
And back past comes... Is that Tomac going past? Oh, and around goes Immortal on the final trip through Ascari. What has Lightning got in answer? He's tucked up behind.
Lightning, if as long as he stays with
Lightning,
him,
you've got loads more
less
EOS.
penalties. He's got less
You've got
penalties,
this.
6 penalties for only Thomas.
As they race towards the
He's
line,
got it.
Thomas is going to get it on the line, and Lightning gets the win on penalty countback. And you can see what it means.
Yes! Oh!
AC Immortal's turned the car around, taken the front wing off, and he's risking a DNF altogether. He's not happy in that cockpit. Waitsy, I think, is going for donuts on the line. Yes, he is. Kovalainen has retired from the race, so Waitsy can afford to do that with the car. But Lightning, what a win!
That's insane. Oh, wow.
Are you wearing a heart monitor at the moment?
It's 250 beats a second. Oh my goodness.
Lightning classified as dead.
I need him to spin, and then he goes and does it for me.
Actually did spin at the end. There you are with your trophy with the Williams team. It's champagne time for Lightning. You spoiled the Ferrari party in Monza, but I think we were all behind you there. Anybody neutral was behind you in that one. So especially Senna. Senna's going crazy in the chat right now. Wow, what a finish to the race. We weren't short on entertainment, even though we were short on finishes. Just to run you through the order, we got Lightning P1, started 6th. Great result with just a 2-stop strategy. Thomas in the Ferrari and Immortal in P3. Started from the front row, but that was quite an adventurous race for the Ferraris. Waitsy, who's just joined us, we'll touch you in a second, in 4th for the Alpine, started 14th. And Kovalainen started from the back and got up to P5, but didn't quite make the finish line. Then our retirees, Trunders, Imeno, Debo, Temp, Carrera, Jamie, Vapor, Snarf, and Sparks. That was quite a lot of DNFs, but we've heard from Lightning already, Waitsy, but that was pretty close towards the end. Absolutely. Sounds like you've got the dog excited as well. It's probably Lightning's dog then. Lightning's dog or one of his many animals. Yeah.
It's my rat woofing.
Interesting strategic idea there, yeah. Anyone you want to name and shame at this point, or are you just going to go straight into the incident reports? It looked like you were sort of wheel banging a little bit with one of the Ferraris for a while, but he was glitching, was he?
Wait, can
Yeah.
you put your voice to allow share? I think that Senna can't hear you.
Well, it might be that we haven't heard Waitsy. I haven't heard on the chat, but ooh, first world problems there, Waitsy. My heart's gonna bleed for you. Just for the benefit of the stream, Waitsy did just blame the fact that it's his new PS5 that's causing all the problems. That's the world's tiniest violin you can hear in the background there.
Party
But
settings.
well, while he finds his settings and practices saying everything he's already said, Lightning, any other thoughts or feedback? Have you got into the chat yet? Have you seen it? What anyone said?
All I've said is I'm happy. I haven't read anything though.
Ah,
Oh, apparently I spun someone around. I
I didn't see that. I thought you
didn't
were
see
all
that.
right.
I didn't.
No.
I didn't see that. Turn two, apparently. I don't remember that.
There we go.
No. Okay, wait. See, well, say everything you just said, but funnier.
But funnier, that was. I can't do take twos. No, like I say, it was a good race overall. Quite adventurous for myself. Started at the back, crashed out of quali, as I seem to do on this track all the time. To be honest, I'm surprised I even managed to finish that race. I was really struggling with setup. Just rear end twitching all the time. Never could really get the power down properly. But
And how was the car?
like I say, like I say, start was good. P12 to P4 out of turn 2, and then spin it under the SC as you always do. And just at the end, just tried to push a little bit too hard. Ran wide a couple of times, clipped a couple of walls, and I was just happy to finish in the end. So,
Yeah, absolutely.
But
Yeah, it was good.
It was good fun. Some good battles there. There's a move on Toma down into turn 1, which quite Danny Ricciardo-esque from maybe 2015, 2016. So I want to watch that back.
Was that the break off break maneuver?
Yeah, on the
one that made him
safety car
famous.
restart. Yeah, down
stuff.
into turn 1. So I'm going to watch that back. But
Did you have a moment? Did you have a Vettel moment as well from that year? Losing it on? No, it was Kovalainen on the way into the second chicane. It was on the inside, and he turned himself around going over the curb.
Yeah, I did that twice. And especially the outside curb for the second chicane, I seem to launch over that quite a lot. So it's just another one of the new things in the game that I need to learn, just to be a bit less aggressive on the curbs.
The curbs are a nightmare.
I ended up doing a Weber. I think was it China coming out onto the back straight where he's hit the curb and it's launched the front of the car into the air and he's managed to get it back on all fours. Kind of like that. So.
Well, Ericsson just did that this weekend actually in the IndyCar race at Nashville.
I need to catch up with the IndyCar. So
no, he went airborne and still won.
Oh wow. Well, it deserved to win if it can do that. Holy.
Well, yeah, I mean,
good.
whether anyone deserves anything in IndyCar is another matter. But it's fun to watch, but it's not exactly meritocracy for the race results.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Just driving around waiting for a caution to help your strategy. Yeah. But no, a good race we've just enjoyed, despite very few finishes. But yeah, thanks for stopping by for a chat. Shame you couldn't make it into the chat for the actual race, but we made do with Carrera and the odd yelp from Lightning.
I think towards the end there might have been a couple of yelps from Lightning, to be honest.
Absolutely. Well, good job, Lightning. Thanks for joining so much, Carrera, as well. Our season begins on Saturday. Saturday, 14th of August, will be the first of our regular season races at Celeritas. If you enjoyed what you saw in this race, tune in at 6 p.m. for Division 2, 8 p.m. for Division 1. We're going to do it all in one night. My voice will be hoarse by the end of it. But we are really looking forward to the start of our season. We've been waiting for things to stabilise a little bit. I don't think they're actually going to stabilise. I think we're just going to have to learn to live with COVID and learn to live with Codemaster glitches in lobbies. It's just one of those situations. But anyway, thanks for joining us on stream. Thanks for all the engagement, and we've had a bit of a laugh, despite lots of people dropping out during the race. Thanks everyone for watching. We'll see you on the next race day.